Oh yeah, behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. There we go, we got action. We got some action. Shout out. Alright, yo, what's going on? It's your man's Chris Moon back with another podcast for the street with two O's. With two O's, the podcast. Yes, it's me, Moon, with two O's. Man, it's been a crazy, the month of October, this has been a crazy month for hip hop. Kanye West, Charleston White, wow, man, they got the internet on fire. Them two names alone right there has got the hip hop community on fire. You hear me? It's crazy. And I mean, I like Kanye West, but man, that boy is off his noodle, so I can't even say I like him. You know what I mean? You know what? Let's I like Kanye West. I listen to his music. Some of the shit he say, I like some of the shit he say. Some of the shit he say, I don't like some of the shit he say. You feel me? But I ain't got nothing against him. You feel me? Like, bro. And brings us to our point, Charleston White. That man Charleston White is getting the hip hop community. He's saying the shit that needs to be said. You feel me? He's saying a lot of shit that I thought of. He's saying a lot of shit that a lot of us done thought, but never will say. That's just the way the cookie crumble. Like, we thought of it. You know, we think the thoughts, but we ain't gonna say nothing about it. It's just like, it's like that golden rule. You know how they get you locked down growing up in the hood, man. It's the street codes. You know, we follow all these silent rules. Not Charleston White though. Not Charleston White. He gonna say that shit. And when you listen to some of the shit he say, he on point. My man on point. He ain't lying. Dude, that's what you need to ask yourself when you listen to the shit he's saying. Is he lying though? He ain't lying. He be saying some shit. Like, man, he be saying some shit. You feel me? I'm not gonna get deep all into that shit because he's saying the shit. He's saying it. So y'all know what he's saying. Go listen to that shit. Go look up a Charleston White video. Go straight to DJ Academic's page. DJ Academic sharing all the shit from him. You feel me? So he's saying the shit that needs to be said. You feel me? And he's starting conversations that needed to be started a long time ago. So I'm glad that we having a conversation. You feel me? All is fair. That's why I say you gotta go watch his videos. He made good points. If you compare the shit that these motherfuckers say, like, he coming at these rappers like, y'all motherfuckers rapping about killing, all this shit, and then when the shit that you rap about actually happens in real life, they play that activist role. You know what I'm saying? They play that hero role. That shit always was weird. Like, in your music, you know, he coming at these rappers like, in your music you calling women bitches, but then when something happens, and that happens in real life, somebody calls a woman a bitch, here you go, you coming to the defense. You trying to defend the women, but you do that same shit. You feel me? You trying to say this is wrong. Don't call the women a bitch. Wooty woo. And you do that shit on a regular. So it's like, man, he calling out a lot of shit. So I'm here for it. I'm rooting for him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then that man Kanye West. Man, Kanye West. What could we say? Do we supposed to cancel him? I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's a no vote for. I'm not canceling Kanye West. You feel me? I'm not canceling Kanye West. Like I say, do I agree with a lot of this shit? I never met the man. A day in my life. Never been to a Kanye West concert. Never seen him in person. None of that. None of that. Never seen him at a concert. None of that. Never been to a Kanye West performance anywhere. You know, I'm from Detroit area. Inkster, Michigan. 15, 20 minutes west of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, 4 hours away, right down the freeway. You feel me? I've been to Chicago a few times. I ain't never seen Kanye West. Never seen a performance. But like I say, dude cool with me. I like some of the shit he say. He say some shit. He say some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be mad. But some of the shit, I'm gonna say this though. The times we living in now, you just gotta watch what you say. You see what happened to Nori? Kanye West specifically asked him on the podcast, like, this not gonna get edited. Can I say what I want to say? And if you've seen the video, it seems like Nori gave him the go ahead. Like, yeah, this is my shit. You can say what you want to say. I know when I was looking to the shit, I thought that was some bullshit anyways, because if I'm not mistaken, Drink Champs come on Revolt. And Revolt is owned by P. Diddy, if I'm not mistaken. And the interesting part of that interview, Kanye West went in on P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He went in on P. Diddy, Meek Mill, a whole lot of industry motherfuckers. So, how y'all think that was gonna play out? The owner, you know what I'm saying? The owner of the company that putting your show on, you know what I mean, is getting dissed on your show. Don't get me wrong, P. Diddy be a good sport, you know, when motherfuckers be talking shit about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you hear him come back and people ask him about woo, he be a good sport about shit. He played a professional role. You know, he just do his Diddy thing. You know, he rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember. You gotta remember, though. Kanye West is richer than all these motherfuckers. That's what they say. That's what it is. Kanye West, you don't see them going around calling P. Diddy a billionaire, but Kanye West a billionaire. Even on that podcast, on that Drink Champs podcast with Kanye West, they clap for him because they say he's the richest black man in America ever. I believe if you go back and run that back, if they still got that part on there, because from what I'm hearing is, so the original video was 3 hours. Now it's down to 45 minutes. And if that 45-minute video gonna last, you know what I'm saying? From what I read, a lot of people think they just left that 45-minute part up just to, you know, keep the traffic coming in, you know, from using the name Kanye West. Well, they did do the interview, and they already put out clips. The clips have been out. I ain't seen the full interview. I thought it's been out for a minute. I guess it wasn't. I guess they just been putting out the clips. I didn't know the full video ain't came out already. But I thought it was out. Or I don't know if it's a new interview. But y'all go look it up. He got pulled. Kanye West been on that tip. And it's like I say, it's been crazy for the culture, for the hip hop community. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy month. You know what I'm saying? It's been a crazy month, man. But that's why I started my podcast. I'm sipping on that Black Girl Rose. I believe that's the name of it. Black owned, women owned. You know, I said I wasn't gonna just be out here promoting stuff that I, you know, like drinks and extra stuff on the show without a little payment, but black owned, you know what I'm saying, women owned, you know what I'm saying. I got that for my wife. I'm normally be sipping on my little drink that I be sipping on with some eggnog around this time of the year. But I'm out of eggnog and I'm out of drink, so I wasn't about to go to the store. It's actually 2 in the morning, and the liquor store is closed here in Michigan at 2 in the morning. Well, it's the weekday. Most of them close 11, 12 o'clock. Depends on where you located. Some of them will stay open to the full 2 a.m., but if you want that type of service, you really going to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for that open the full hours every single day of the week, you're going to have to go to the city for that over this way. Because most people on a Monday is Monday. But, early Tuesday morning, now they're closing at at midnight, 11 p.m., 12 a.m., midnight. Yo, so I'm just doing my podcast thing, man, because, man, people out here saying whatever they want, you know what I'm saying? And you got the right to say whatever you want. So I feel like, I can't say, I got a lot of shit to say. So that's why I podcast. Got the furnace coming on. It's wintertime. I just say that because this is my second podcast, so we gonna run this test. The furnace just fired up. I'm in the basement of the crib. It's really cold as hell upstairs and shit. But I ain't want the furnace running right now while I was recording. But since it just kicked in, you know what I'm saying? I really got to get it fixed. It might not even cycle over. You know what I'm saying? I got to get it fixed. I know exactly what needs to be fixed on it. So we got the protection plan. They'll come out and fix it. I just got to call them. It need to just be fixed. Because my furnace will come on. Sound like it's going to kick on. And then it'll shut off. Then you'll hear the flame kick in again, and they try to do its thing. Then it'll shut off, and then it'll try it itself about 3 or 4 times, and then it'll just stop trying to light itself until it reset by itself. I can either do it manually or I could wait an hour or two, and it'll just reset by itself. But it's an easy fix to what's causing the problem. And I just say that to if you in a cold area, like I'm in the Midwest. So, if you somewhere where it get cold in the winter, you need to have that furnace kicking. A space heater ain't gonna do it for you. You need that furnace. This the time to start calling and make sure your furnace running, because once that cold season kick in for real, where everybody running they furnace full time every day, you gotta have that furnace on. They gonna tax you. This the time you better start checking, make sure your shit running. Do a test run if you ain't had it on yet. Don't wait till the first cold day, till the super cold come. No, you need to start running it now. Make sure you ain't gonna have no issues. You know what I'm saying? Because once that season for real kick in, where everybody got their furnace on, when you ride down the street and you just see smoke coming from chimneys, they gonna eat. That's the season. That's the season for the HVAC people. That's their season. That's their season. So, you down there right there, but normally you got into about Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Once Thanksgiving hit, you in that price range where they taxing. Right now it's starting to pick up. Like smart people calling, getting some preventative maintenance done. They having the dust cleaned out, having the maintenance come check the furnace. Doing the checks, making sure it's all good. That's the time to do it. Look for you a coupon, or whatever you gotta do. Find you a handyman. Well, I wouldn't really recommend a handyman for HVAC. You feel me? When you dealing with a furnace, you want to call a certified, HVAC crew, a team. Not a crew, but an actual HVAC company, or certified, somebody who's certified to work on your furnace. I'm a handyman myself, but that's just one of them things. Like, I know how to work on the furnace. I know how to fix the furnace. I can diagnose what's the problem, woo. But like I say, that's just one of the things I recommend, that you just get somebody certified in the field, HVAC, because that carbon monoxide, silent killer. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, it's the island killer. You don't smell it. You don't smell it. It just kill you. So that ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing to play with. It's different with electrical. You know, electrical cause fires, but the thing about electrical, you got a chance to catch it. When electrical fires start, you got a slight chance to catch it. You might smell the smoke. You might see you see the smoke. You can see the flame coming from the outlet. You can see the outlet burning. Like, so it's kind of like you get a little warning sign, a slight warning sign. Like with electrical fires, even with plumbing leaks, it might start as a slow leak and turn into a bigger leak. But with the furnace and that carbon monoxide, silent killer. No warning. No warning. You can end up going to sleep, never waking up again. You know what I mean? That's the worst. So that's why I say you really don't play with that furnace. You call the certified people. Now, out of anything in your house, I'm gonna tell you that's the one thing that you really want to call somebody certified. You know what I mean? That right there, that furnace. Don't play with that furnace. Calling your cousin. It's one thing he coming over to make a repair, like your circuit board go out. Oh, you know how to replace a circuit board, but you know, that beginning of the season, have somebody come check your furnace. You know what I mean? Make sure it ain't cracked, it ain't leaking, all that type of stuff, bro. I mean, it's worth the effort. But that's that homeowner talk. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't no homeowner, you know what I'm saying, make sure you call your landlord to have them on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Have them on that shit. You want your ducts clean. Make sure they cleaning your ducts. Making sure the furnace in good working, operating condition. You know what I'm saying? Even if they on some bull, you gotta tell them, like, I found somebody, a company, they do the furnace check. It's $125. I'll pay for it myself. Deduct that from this month's rent. You know what I'm saying? You talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Because if something happen, and that is worth that money, it's worth that $125, that $150, whatever they charge you to come check your furnace. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. Especially if you got an old furnace. It's different if you got a new furnace just recently installed, you know, still within warranty. You ain't got to worry about no inspections like that. You should be good to go. But a lot of people live in these houses, furnace old as hell, full of rust. It's been burning for generations. The original down there, almost the original furnace in the house, man. Probably the second furnace installed in the house, second or third furnace installed in the house in 100 years. You know, so stay on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of information I want to just provide for the people. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be educated. Because remember, if you caught my... Well, actually, I might have said it on my second podcast. Well, this is going to be considered my second podcast because the actual second podcast, I might not put that one out. I might have to run it. I'm going to run it back. It was too extreme. Not too extreme, but it was too personal. And the personal, before, I don't really want to get all too personal into my own life on the podcast until I really build up a following, because it's too hard for people to understand shit who just popping in. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been following the, you know, you can't give them too much at the beginning. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a TV show, a series. You know what I'm saying? When that show about to go off, they gonna give you a bits and piece. They gonna have you on the edge of your seat. They gonna make you want to come back and follow the story. So that's pretty much what you got to do here. You got to keep bringing people back, make them want to follow your story. You know what I'm saying? So as that information is being released, they could better understand it. They could better process. You know what I'm saying? They could get a better understanding. It's just like you just give them so much up front. It just for one, it just don't make sense to them. So we gonna do this the right way, because it's, man, a lot of people don't. Listen, that's what I'm saying. I say what I just said because listen, a lot of people don't understand shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they mental is just wild because it's like people, the same people who talking about they canceling Kanye West, they ain't fucking with Kanye West. Listen to me, they still going, but they say they still gonna buy the Yeezy slides. That's why I said I like Kanye West. I ain't got nothing against him. He say some shit I like, he say some shit I don't like, and even the shit that I ain't gonna even say nothing, man. The man say some shit that I don't like. He just say some shit that I wouldn't say. You feel me? He say some shit that I wouldn't say, but at the same time, it's like you gotta respect it because you gotta respect it, bro. You gotta respect it. Oh no. Take back what I'm saying. I was about to say something totally American. Take that back. I was about to say pretty much, you know, like once you get to a certain money range, I was about to say it's like you can do whatever you want to do in this world, but that's the problem that we have now. That's the problem where we at. Like the people with all the money, which in America is a 1% of pretty much one group of people who have all the power in pretty much the whole world. You know what I mean? And control of everything. Nah, that's the problem. Motherfuckers think they could get some money and do whatever they want to do. And even in my own life, I seen that to be true. Like, you know, people get some money. You know what I mean? And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's, I ain't gonna say they treat you different, but they treat you like, why you ain't got this motherfucking shit too? Like, bro, like, you see, I'm out here trying to get this shit. I'm always working. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, it's a different path for everybody else. It take, you know what I'm saying? It could happen for you today. It could be 3 years from me. It could be 4 years, 3 days from now. You know what I'm saying? But it's still gonna happen as long as you working towards what you need to, what you after. You gonna reach that spot. There's no way that it can't happen. If you stay on path, headed in the direction, moving forward towards wherever you trying to get to, if you keep moving forward, if you keep on that path, if you gonna get there. Like, literally, if you hold a map up and let's say you start yourself in New York, you in New York, and the goal is to get to California. As long as you walking west from New York, you're gonna reach California. Period. Just look at a map. Now, if you in Africa, okay, and your goal is to get to California, you see all this water in between the land. That's not going to stop you from getting to California. It's just going to make the journey a little longer. It's going to make you have to do more stuff. Like, for one, you need to either buy a boat, build a boat, get a boat, ride a boat, some way to get a swim and survive without being eaten by sharks. You need to do something. Float however long it take you to float from Africa on the water to New York. Then you still gotta walk from New York, and however you do it, that's what I mean. As long as you stay on path, it's no way possible that you won't reach where you going unless you die, unless your health catch up to you, or you die, or you go to jail. Something that's just out of your control, where you ain't in control of your body. You ain't in control of your movement. When you ain't in control of being able to walk freely from point A to point B, then you will always get to where you're going. So we gotta stop thinking because people got money, you know what I'm saying, they can just do whatever they want, because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It don't work like that. You're not gonna treat me. You're not gonna treat me like shit just because you got more money than me. That's not acceptable in no shape, form, or fashion. No matter what level of life you at, that nobody's tolerating that. So that's why I was saying about the whole revolt, remove and making Nori and the Drink Champs team take down that Kanye West interview, because it only makes sense. You ain't gonna fuck up my bag. You know what I'm saying? So see, Kanye West rich as hell. He rich as hell. They say he the richest black man in America in the history of America. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? Billionaire. So you gotta think. Like I say, you don't hear nobody calling P. Diddy no billionaire. Don't get me wrong, P. Diddy might be close to being a billionaire. He been in this game a long time. He got a lot of investment. Like I say, he got the revolt and all type of shit that he doing. Clothing lines, all drinks. He been in this shit a long time. So you know what I'm saying? Kanye West already got it. So you gotta think from P. Diddy's standpoint. This is something he owns. This is something he's trying to grow into wealth for himself. You know, to become a billionaire. He want to be a billionaire too. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure P. Diddy wants to be a billionaire. He's been wanting to be a billionaire. He's probably been close to being a billionaire. So Kanye West rich as hell. So you gotta think he can say whatever the fuck he want to say. But don't bring that shit over here to my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you that fucking rich, but that's what he on right now. That's what he on right now, and that's what these motherfuckers do. They take their money. You know what I'm saying? So same thing you see what's going on with Elon Musk. So you just gonna buy Twitter. Cause these motherfuckers be banning people and shit, blocking you from saying certain shit. And you know what? To be fair, I do the same damn thing in my life. I do the same damn thing in my life. Once I learned that you could go on Facebook, I ain't got no problem unfollowing people. I mean, you know, unfriending people. That's what I'm saying. I do that a lot. I unfriend people, but then I found out that you could actually like put people on break. So I ain't gotta break the bond. You sort of say the friendship, the social media connection. It's like, you know, I could give us both time to grow. It allows you to give each side time to grow. Like, I'm not feeling the shit that you saying right now. You know, you still, this my person. This my mans. We've been friends for, you know, I knew these motherfuckers since I was little kids. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now that, you know, it's real political in the world and shit, and everybody trying to just voice their opinion. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm all for it. But the thing is, I ain't feeling that shit. You know what I mean? I don't really want to be on that cancel culture shit. So, like, certain people, I just unfriend because, let me tell you why. One, I don't know. Okay? And two, I don't like the shit they say. I don't like the shit they say. You know what I'm saying? Because it's constantly, and I realize I get triggered by a lot of shit. Even when I was in high school, not even to say I was triggered, but just thinking back to when I was in high school, middle school, I didn't really even have a lot of problems. Let me tell you. I had a lot of problems, but I didn't have a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with all type of people. All type of different groups of people. You know what I mean? So the problem that I had put myself into, I created my own troubles because I see people I know picking on somebody else who ain't even on shit. You know what I'm saying? Who just minding their own business. You know, coming to school, doing their work. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just make it through the day. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't like that shit. So I'm the type of person, I'm about to say some shit. Oh, you roasted them, what? I'm about to roast your ass. Now roast me. I'm gonna take the attention off them. I don't want the attention being, put your attention on me. You wanna roast people, roast me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I kinda created tensions with people for it's like, oh, you ain't on the team. It's like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was giving you a pass. You ain't even no type of nigga like us. You ain't even no street nigga like us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we been giving you a pass because you cool. You know this person, blah, 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 blah. You from this way. You from this side. You do this. You do that. So we been giving you a pass. But now you gonna turn on us. And that pretty much what caused a lot of trouble for me. It's like, people weren't even roasting me, you know what I'm saying, like that, you know what I'm saying. I was, like I said, I had a pass, you know what I'm saying, but I blew my pass because I'm putting my nose and shit that I ain't got it don't supposed to be. But to me, that shit is weak. It's weak as hell, because it's like, in high school, you know, the people who talking shit is always the people who look the freshest, who got the, you know, the newest clothes on, you know, the all that keeps the new shit, you know what I'm saying. And if a new game come out, they can come to school and be in the conversation. Like, yeah, this is, you know, when the new shit come out, they could be in the conversation because they already got their hands on it. You know what I'm saying? So they amongst them groups of people, you know what I'm saying, the popular crew. So that's why I say it's the same. Like on social media, I see people like, it's, man, that's crazy. That's why I'm telling you, growth. You gotta learn to grow. You gotta see the shit that you gotta see the shit that you do and change. You gotta just change yourself. You know what I mean? That's why I say I could wake up in the morning. You know, first thing most people do before you wake up. You turn at your phone, you still sleepy, like, oh, you look like, oh shit, I got 30 minutes still, I can chill. You scroll, you can't go back to sleep, so you just scroll into your phone till your next alarm come on, your alarm to make you get out the bed. You just scroll into your phone, you know what I mean? Looking down your timeline. And it'd be crazy, because then you would just see this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then me, like, I don't be really wanting to jump under people's posts. You know what I'm saying? Just jump under people's posts, like, just, you know how people be crying, like, oh, you're coming in my post, and when you disagree, but you don't ever see me there. I be liking people's shit. One thing about me, if I'm going down my timeline, I just be liking people's shit, you know what I'm saying? Because what's the point? If I see some shit that look cool, I like it, or some, you know, you sharing the moment, I'm hey, cool moment. I'm liking it. So I feel like I earned the right, you know what I mean, to speak my mind under shit, you know what I'm saying, if I need to. Whenever the case, if that's the case, you know what I mean? So it's not like I just be popping up on people's shit, like, only when I disagree, because I'm popping up when I agree, when I like some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I actually know your ass. I might not even know you for real. I'm popping up, commenting like we besties. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I've been seeing your posts for 10 years, you know what I mean? Like, longer, you know, 10, 11, 12 years. Like, shit, I know you. I ain't never met you, but shit, I feel like I know you a little something, a little bit. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody know nobody. No matter how close you is, don't nobody know nobody. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Don't nobody know nobody. People tolerate shit just to participate. You know what I'm saying? They play their role, you know what I'm saying, to keep shit going the way it's going. But at the end of the day, we humans. And humans want what they want. You know what I mean? You know what you want. You know what you want, and nobody gets exactly what they want, no matter how rich you is, no matter how much money you got, no matter what type of life you live. Nobody gets exactly what the fuck they want. If that was the case, you wouldn't see these goddamn billionaires like Kanye West, Elon Musk, all these people throwing billionaire tantrums, they call it. They throwing tantrums, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see people out here pulling the next person down. You know what I'm saying? If they doing this good, I'm talking about even on social media and the regular people you know, people who got way more than you, who do way better than you. It's like they always speaking on the people who ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, the people who ain't got shit always focusing on these motherfuckers. They always hating on the motherfucker who got shit. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I'm congratulating, bro. You feel me? Like, dog, I'd be happy to see anybody y'all know come up. Man, nigga, what? That's what I'm saying. Nigga, I see somebody in a nice car, nigga. That's nice, nigga. I don't even want to I don't want to touch your shit, bro. I don't even want to mess it up, bro, because this is nice. You feel me? This ain't for me to sit in, bro. I don't even want to sit in your shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is nice, bro. Nigga, I'm being like, man, you can drink in here. No, I ain't gonna drink in your car, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is nice, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, bro. Like, motherfuckers be haters, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, man, I don't know how y'all be hating, dog. Like, cause if somebody you know is doing good, that's motivation for you. That's motivation for you. If they can do it, you can do it. It ain't gotta be the same goddamn thing. They go to be a doctor. You ain't gotta be a doctor. You can do whatever you want to be. You can do the same goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how rich a person is, your friend could be as rich as hell. Whatever car they get, you could end up obtaining the same car. You can. You can. You can. It might be a little harder for you, but you can. You might have to do a little more, but you can. People just don't be thinking like that, man. They just be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen a post the other day. It said, if you ain't got what you need, you ain't where you at. Like, if shit ain't going right for you, you shouldn't even smile. Ain't shit funny. You shouldn't even smile. That's what's wrong with people, man. That's what's wrong with people. That's why I was thinking. That's why I had put a little comment like, "Oh, that's why people be looking so mean." You know, that's why people be looking so mean, bro. Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna never have what you want. Not everything. No matter what. No matter what, you have all the money in the world. You can have everything you want, material wise. Still can't get the girl, or you can't get the girl you want. You can have the girl you want, all the money you want, and you can still end up not being able to get the house you want for your family. You can have all the money in the world, but you want that house right there, and you can't get that house. It's something that, period, bro. Period. That's why you gotta learn to grow. You gotta learn to grow, and I just been growing. Because that's all you can do. It's no reason for me to be out here just, what you mad at? What you mad at in this world? What you mad at? You wake up every day. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just learning to be on chill. You know, the hardest part is in life, you got to deal with other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the biggest challenge, is dealing with other people. And that's why I'm saying, getting back to the Facebook, removing people off Facebook, because that's why I remove people, because it's like I wake up in the morning, I'm scrolling my timeline, I should be on, it should be nothing but love and positive, you know, people post, oh, this happened, damn, that's news though, or that ain't no gossip, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's information. They supplying us with information, but that hate and that putting each other down shit, I don't be wanting to see that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? I know, man, life happens, like, fuck, you got a store or something, or, an event happened, and you like, damn, they played me, blah, 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 woo-to-woo, whatever. You know what I mean? Shit happen, but it's just like when it's constantly just hate. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Hate. Like, damn, like, bro, like, niggas out here working for real. It's like people really out here putting in the work, you know what I'm saying, struggling, you know what I'm saying, to get shit off. Like, we don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, we don't want to hear that shit. Like, we need positive vibes, you know what I'm saying? Because even with all this shit going wrong, it's people out here still putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? Still on the grind, you know what I'm saying? Every day, you know what I'm saying? Facing challenge after challenge, bro. They don't want to hear that negative shit, you know what I'm saying? They want to be uplifted. So that's why I delete people, you know what I'm saying? You know that it's people who I never thought I'd remove. Like, you know, that Facebook shit serious. It's like when you delete people, it's like real life beef to them. But me, I'm the type of person, if I delete you and I see you in public, I'm still gonna say hello. I'm still gonna say hello, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna speak when I see you. It's like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you mad at me, be mad at me. But I ain't never really had nobody come up to me and ask me, like, damn, you deleted me? You know what I'm saying? But it's one person that I want to ask that to in real life, though, once I get a chance to, you know, run into them. I ain't ran into them ever since I noticed that they removed me. But I do want to ask them, like, damn, why you removed me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we was cool, like, cool, you know what I'm saying, from a long time. Like, but like I say, everybody got their reasons, you know what I'm saying? And just like the shit I be posting, I be on that entrepreneur shit. Some motherfuckers don't want to see that shit. They don't want to see that shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I never talk about, like, you know, I'm on that entrepreneur shit, but you know, trying to do my own business thing, but I don't never speak down. Why would you know, people speak down like, oh, y'all want to work a job? I'm getting a job right now and running a business. I got 2 handyman business. I'm working on getting my builder's license. You know, because, man, it's tight out here. It's tight out here. Especially if you ain't got no team. If you ain't got no team working with you. If you ain't got no crew. You know what I'm saying? A dedicated, they call them core. A dedicated core. You know what I'm saying? Man, you need that. You need that support. You know what I'm saying? It's hard trying to juggle everything by yourself. You trying to juggle everything by yourself, it's damn near impossible. So you definitely need a team. So I just be removing people. But like, you know, some people I don't want to burn a bridge with, because it's like I say, just saying with the Yeezy shit. You know what I'm saying? The same with the Yeezy shit. That's why I don't be all talking that bullshit like I'm canceling people. Come on, man. Stop playing with me. The same with the Yeezy shit. People talking about they don't fuck with Kanye. Why. But I'm going to still wear Yeezys. Man, you still putting money in his pocket. At the end of the day, who cares how you feel about somebody you putting money in their pocket? You know what I'm saying? That's why, man, I'm telling you, bro, that's one of the most critical things when you putting money in somebody's pocket. So I don't really care. I don't wear Yeezys. I would. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my money right. You know what I'm saying? The problem is I ain't got my money like that. You know, I put my money in other places. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying to do other things and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I got extra change put up, you know, I take it and do my own thing with it. Like, that's how I ended up with buying land. I'll be buying land. I got a few nice little pieces, little pieces of the state. You know what I'm saying? In my possession. But you see the shirt, land, health, wealth, all of the above. You know what I'm saying? That's all life is. That's what you need in life. That's what you need in life. That's what you need in life, man. But you need people too. So that's why I say some people, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna delete, because one thing I always said, I never miss business with personal. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Business is never personal. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta accept the fact, like, business is business. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to pay everything I owe. Don't get me wrong, I ain't talking about to no creditors or the banks, the real creditors out there. But on a level of, on a personal level, like people I know, you know what I'm saying, I try to keep my name good. You know what I'm saying? There's only 2 people I owe for real. 3 if you add my mom's. You know what I'm saying? My mom's and 2 other family members. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? On a personal level, because I try to pay back anything I owe instant. You know what I'm saying? Except for them 3. You know what I'm saying? And when I get it, it's going. You know, it goes too. It's not like I'm trying to stiff. You know what I'm saying? But it's leeway there. You know what I'm saying? That little, it's a little leeway there for growth. You know what I'm saying? So you can grow. You know what I'm saying? It's an investment. It's more and more of an investment. So look at it like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, you gotta pay what you owe, because business is never personal. People need their money. You know what I mean? People need their money. Like the same way I want to do shit with money, the next person want to do some shit with money. So that's why you gotta respect. It's never personal. You know what I mean? Nah, come on now. If your man, you know, people ain't gonna like this because I'm different. If I had it like that, it's yours. You know what I mean? It's yours. But what I'm saying is, like, it's different. Like if your man's was like Kanye West or something, he got stupid dumb money, you know what I'm saying? Way above just stupid dumb. You know, we talking millions and shit, bro, billions. But on the average note, like your man's a millionaire. Like you know a millionaire. Y'all niggas come from the same place. You been there side by side with this motherfucker ever since day one. It's like, damn, bro, you give me a little something to get me going. You know what I mean? I feel like I should be able to get a little something to get going. You know what I mean? But you know, and that's just, even like I said, on the investment, I mean, on some shit like that, bro. Like, damn, bro, you know what I mean? You can give me a little something to get going, dog. But man, in a real life scenario, that's not even gonna be an issue, because solid motherfuckers do solid shit. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Resources is getting, you gotta resources get shared. You know what I mean? That's just part of the, you know, we share resources. You gotta come together until the pot is bigger. You start with a little pot till you got a big pot. You know what I mean? Everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? That's why business never personal. You know what I'm saying? Can't let them. That's why I said about the P Diddy. Pull that interview, Nori. Pull that off the drink champs. We can't have that could fuck at the bag. Advertisers gonna call. They gonna want to pull. We need to. The good thing is, on their end, like, this is Kanye West. People know this motherfucker. You know, people like Kanye West was saying. Like, people putting that narrative out there, like, he crazy, why. You know what I'm saying? That's so when Kanye West do come onto your show, because he's still Kanye West. Like, the same way I say, certain people I just can't unfollow. You know what I mean? But I take a break from them. I don't see they posts, so I don't got no troubles. I don't feel no type of way. I don't even see the shit they say. I can't even see what they say no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretending like I know what they on, but I'm pretending like I don't see shit. That's pretty much what everybody else doing with Kanye West. He said it himself too. They know, spread that crazy shit. But at the same time, we still gonna invite Kanye West onto our show. We still gonna allow Kanye West to come onto this platform and perform. We still gonna let Kanye West do what Kanye West do. Because you know why? Because that's Kanye West. But that's what I'm saying. You can't fuck up somebody else's bag, bro. That's what I'm saying. Pull that. This could fuck up my bag. I'm P Diddy. You know what I'm saying? This Revolt. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all the platform to put y'all shit on. We can't let that fuck up our bag. And at the end of the day, this motherfucker got way more money than us. He could down there buy all this shit we got. You know what I mean? And he could fuck up our bag and still be getting money when our bag fucked up. So it only made sense. We gotta pull this shit. That's not personal to me. That's not personal to me. If that happened to me, you know, like any other person, I'll feel some type of way, but I understand. I will understand because that's business. That's business. That's how the game go. You know what I mean? You gotta protect. You gotta protect your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only could give somebody a little bit of leeway for so long. You know what I'm saying? If you put me in the bond, you know what I'm saying? I gotta recoup. I gotta fix it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make things right. So I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't take that type of shit personal. You know what I'm saying? Business never personal. Business is never personal. It's like more people just gotta, you know what I'm saying, take that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, it suck. You know what I'm saying? Being in a situation where you controlled by the paper. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's just life. We in this world where money is the ruler. You know what I'm saying? Money is the. You gotta be a badass motherfucker to be in power with no money. You gotta be a bad motherfucker. For real. So you forgot, you either controlling motherfuckers by fear, or you got it. You got it. Just know that you got it. And a lot of people got it. They ain't got a lot of money, but now they do, because you know what they use. They use what they got, and you know what they had it, and now they rich. They rich. The internet is here. You just make a video, and you keep going. You keep going, man. I'm just dropping the podcast for the streets, bro. Waiting on my wife to get off work. It's officially 2:55 a.m. It's October 18th when I'm recording this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what day this one gonna go out, because like I said earlier, I got another podcast that I recorded before here, and I'm gonna skim through that one again and see what I'm gonna do with it, if I'm gonna clip it out. But yeah, that one's might come in the future. It might come in the future. It might do a blooper joint with it. Then I gotta keep working on my skills, because I got the 2 cameras, so making sure I'm skimming through both cameras when I'm recording, which is what I got going on now. But I think I did a pretty good job on this one, man. I think I did a pretty good job. Just, you know, I even gave y'all some tips on getting y'all furnace clean, you know, before y'all get to running this boy for the season. For real, making sure it's good, up to par. And calling in the furnace, you know, if somebody see, and that's what I could do with my podcast though. But like I said, I'm at the crib. If I could get my dog at a barber shop, I might have to link with them though, you know what I'm saying? If I could use the barber shop, you know, start doing guests, you know what I'm saying? Because I was about to say, if I could get a guest, like somebody with a heating and cooling company, you know what I'm saying, to come through, or somebody who worked for, you know, a licensed heating and cooling company, to come through and, you know, we could talk about stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, like some home improvement, because that's what I do anyways, you know what I'm saying. And I always tell people, like, if you can do it yourself, you know what I'm saying, that's the best route, you know what I'm saying. Like, and I even help them, like, I'll tell them, like, so they say they want to do this and that, I'll tell them, like, well, if you want to do this how you do it, blah blah blah, you can go on YouTube, watch this video on how to do this, just make sure you got this, bam, you know, give them some quick, you know, the quick tips and pointers, like the, you know, some shit that could just help along the way. And just, like, I done had it happen. Like, I had people call me, some clients call me, like, yeah, bro, can you come and, put this in, put the garbage disposal in for me. I'm like, I'm just tied up, you know, I need a few days, I'll get to you. You know, I'm tied up right now, I got a few other things going on, I'm already booked up. Like, alright, you know, I'll reach back out. You know, I hit him up in a couple days. Yo, you ready for me to come put that garbage disposal in? Oh man, I put it in myself. Oh yeah? Everything go good? Everything went great. Hey, I'm happy for you, and hey, let me know. Hit me in the future. You need any assistance with anything, I can help you out. You know, nothing wrong with it. Cause it can get expensive, man. It can get expensive when you own a house, when you making repairs, man. You paying somebody. That's with anything, that labor costs. Just like when you go to the even at the auto mechanic, you know you can get a $10 part. It costs you $150 to get it put on. You know what I mean? So that's just part of the game. That's just how the part of the game. Even with me on this handyman, I love the small jobs. I love the small jobs. Like a job that for me that's like, I tell my partner, like, I'll go into a job, I'll be feeling bad, like, they paying $150. It's gonna take me 5 minutes. So this is what I do when I'm at the job. I'm cleaning up I tell my partner, like, this is what I do when I go to the job. Like, jobs like that, just to make people feel like they paid for something, I'll clean my tool bag. You know, while I go in there and, like, clean my tool bag out. You know, like, shut the door. And, like, clean my tool bag out, so you'll hear the sound of, like, work going on, but it's really me, like, reorganizing my tools in my tool bag. You know, because I be feeling bad. I at least try to stay 30-40 minutes when they paying $150. You know, that's just me. You know what I mean? So, you know, for a job like that, but I was really done in 5 minutes ago. At the first 5 minutes when I got here, you know, I came to houses, you know, they pay the fee. Like, I don't think I'm coming to fix this, and it's just a simple little repair, but hey, that's part of the game. I seen something, you know, it's with the post I seen, you know, it's been going around for a while. It's like a ship mechanic, or, you know, came to fix the engine on a ship, because nobody could fix it, so they called a mechanic to the shipyard. He came to the shipyard. You know, I forgot the actual number he charged for the repair, but they say $10,000, like $10,002 for the repair, $10,000 for knowledge of making a repair, and $2 for hitting the fucking engine with a hammer, because that's all he did. He came and hit the engine with a hammer, and it fired right up. You know what I mean? But that's just how the game go, and I'm charging fair prices because I'm looking at what everybody else charges. So if people charging crazy prices, I'm gonna charge a fair price too. So my podcast is over. I just ended it abruptly. My wife called and she's just getting off work, and that's it. Hello? Alright. Yep. And just like that, I just ended the podcast. My phone was ringing. My wife off work. So I'm about to come back and edit this joint and upload it. Man, I'm wild. So make sure y'all subscribe, you like, share, get this to all your friends. It's the podcast WithtwoO's, hosted by Chris Moon. That's me. Land, health, wealth, all of the above. You see it. We out. It ain't even cut off, so that's like a blooper. I try to be all fancy, but I'm out of here.